I think we're all unmuted now. Okay.
Hey, what's up, Big Pimpin'?
Oh.
Hello.
Good morning.
Everyone.
Good morning, everyone. Hopefully you're having a wonderful morning, just as wonderful of a morning as we are having, or perhaps even more wonderful. Welcome to the second episode of Diamond Days, titled Diamond Dubs, because of course we had the two V's that made the diamond, and now we have a dub with us. YuQWilson, welcome to the show. Thank you for coming.
Welcome
Hello.
us in. Good to have you.
Thank you guys. I just got here and I was told, hey, you should be in it, and I was like, okay, that's it. That's the lore.
I like that lore.
Nothing more to that.
Real
like
simple,
that lore.
you know. The less I have to think, the better, you know.
I mean, you know, it's not like we were gonna kick you out of the living room and be like, hey, we're doing our podcast right now. This is just for us. So it's our morning show. How dare you? I mean, this is more content for us. Special guest. You know, this is everything. And also, you know, a member of the main roster from now on. We had one episode of it being me and you, Vanta, and from now on, it is not going to be you and me, which is hilarious, really. People are going to go back to that first episode and be like, man, I miss the Diamond Days era. I miss the Diamond Days Vox Vanta era. What happened? And it was one single episode. They were just like, man, things were different back in that. You know, it changed. I miss the old Diamond Days.
Yeah, it's like I feel like Vox was not the same Vox that it used to be. Vanta changed too ever since Wilson showed up. Like,
They got greedy with money, you know, like
they sold out. Honestly,
they sold their soul.
ever since they took that BetterHelp sponsorship, I didn't trust them after that.
that's how you know you've fallen off.
That's how you know you fucked up. Oh God. Okay, so to start us off today, I gave these guys a teaser earlier. I told them that as with yesterday's episode, I had some hilarious sleep talking audio to share with you, and today I might have made something even funnier. So these are a recording from 2 a.m. this morning. I opened my mouth and I said the following. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is.
No, brother.
Yeah, Willie pulled that shit up.
Hey Willie, pull that off. So I said some gibberish at around 1:27, which was like this.
You really bring the thunder. It's just hidden for a very beginning. That's fantastic.
What did you say?
The thunder from the very beginning. Yeah, it's fantastic.
It's fantastic.
It sounds like I'm talking about a movie. It sounds like I'm like reviewing a movie, or whatever
fantastic.
it is. I'm like, oh yeah, right from the beginning, it's fantastic. But this takes the cake. This is the silliest it's ever gotten for me, right? And also there is snoring audio right before this. So I was snoring, and then suddenly 1 minute later I say,
All go in, few ever come out.
I'll go in.
few ever come out. But wait. It gets so much better. Right afterwards. So same minute, second clip, right?
Welcome, I need to see your balls.
Did you just say I need to see your balls?
I did. I said I need to see your ball, and then wait, listen for the end.
Welcome, I need to see your balls. No.
It's like I'm acting out a little scene. Welcome, I need to see your balls.
You want to know what you sound like? Your voice in your sleep. You sound like that the end of Thriller. The end of Thriller by Michael Jackson. You sound exactly like him.
I haven't listened to
waiting
Thriller
for the
in a
evil
while.
laugh.
What does he say at the end of Thriller?
I don't even remember.
I watched it recently.
It's like
I swear he sounds just like it. Some of y'all in chat are gonna know what I'm talking about. He sounds exactly like it.
I think I know what you're talking about. There's like that kind of narrated bit where he's like
toward the end.
ghouls and goblins, fright. This man is gonna play Michael Jackson's Thriller over the mic and just get Willie's channel taken down.
I'm searching up the lyrics, motherfucker.
No, you're gonna get this VOD fucked.
Hey, it's all right.
I hope that keeps happening. You know, I can't find the clip. I'm not sure if I waited too long because the app like deletes old sound files after 2 weeks. I might have waited too long, but one time I literally said in a voice impression of that character in my sleep, I said, "Where's my super suit? Where is my super suit?"
It feels.
Oh my god.
I'm like,
Your dreams are probably just YouTube poops, are they? You probably just dream of YouTube poops.
I don't know, maybe,
Low
but
key.
like I know the dreams I do have are really weird. But from what I know about sleep talking, apparently it happens when you're not dreaming. Apparently it's like during REM sleep, it's like when you're at your lightest stage of sleep, you dream, and then when you're at the highest point, then you sleep talk for a little bit, and then you go back down. At least that's my understanding. So it's just pure gibberish. It's just your neurons firing and me being. By the way, on yesterday's episode, I had sleep talking then. I talked about balls then as well. I was like, the balls of the contraption. This is the only way we can... lower the balls of the contraption. This is the only way we can look good in this economy.
I think you just like talking about balls.
I've talked about balls in my sleep twice in a row. Guys, I might be gay. Like, I'm going to be so real with you. I might be gayer than I thought.
After what you said in Ventus chat during the karaoke...
No one's going to know I love cock.
no one's gonna chat moving so fast. No one's gonna know I love cock. You know, it's a part of it. I mean, to be real though, who doesn't love that?
Who doesn't love cock?
I mean, I literally had a TikTok pop off, and it was literally about my balls. It was about my dick. So like, I feel like most people just do.
Well,
do you think he was trying to like tell you that your TikTok will pop off by saying balls all the time in his sleep?
I wonder.
He was trying to warn you, like,
He was foreshadowing.
Vanta, the balls will make you pop off. Don't.
I talked about him in my sleep too. I was like, yeah, Vantacrow, whatever his name is. Yeah, the Taskmaster. I don't really. I think he's a bit of a twat. Honestly, I don't really care for him.
Yeah.
You called him a twat.
I did. I called Vanta a
decision-maker's
twat in my
twat,
sleep.
like-
It was so crazy.
It was so good.
But
God.
but it's like, what is it? It's like, I don't know. It's like, I feel I saw this tweet recently where it was like this person saying, oh, people don't, it's like the younger generation don't know how to remove the puritanical coding from their mind, and so even though they're supposedly like progressive in a way, they still feel really like kind of about sex stuff.
I saw that
you know, and so I think maybe instead of everyone having like a healthy relationship with sexual content where if they want to watch pornography they can just go to the relevant place, they suddenly are really, really drawn to anything of a sexual nature in the wild, in a sense that they'll either feel repulsed by it or very drawn to it in a kind of, oh, I'm not allowed to look at this kind of way. And maybe that's why balls always, like, you know, there's a fan-made clip of me doing the period pain simulator. You know, man whimpering audio. That clip has well over 1 million views now. Like, well over 1 million views of me whimpering while I've got a period pain simulator on, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like man whimpering audio. I don't personally understand the appeal of it, but I do understand
some
why
people do.
some people might like it. So,
The target audience.
the target audience. I just wonder how much... what am I wondering here? It's like, is there a problem that needs to be solved, or should we continue just exploiting this part of human nature and just keep being suggestive but never going all the way there?
Part of society, you know.
I think it's so niche that it's out of your control. I think, like,
yeah,
if I start sneezing like crazy, and some people really, really, really like that, and it goes crazy. What am I supposed to do?
Nothing, I guess.
Just
you know, it's
keep
not a
sneezing,
problem,
bitch.
I guess.
Yeah,
you know?
like it's not like I can stop sneezing.
It's not like we can change people's lives. You just got to make the best of the world that you're in. So yeah. You know, there was one time I was on stream. It was the worst thing ever. It was like, you know how it's like, I had like kind of a runny nose. I had a bit of a cold, and and I didn't have any tissues on me to blow my nose. So you know the thing you'll do where you kind of like sniff a little bit and you kind of get it out of your nose by putting it back in, and it's like, oh, I'll kind of deal with that later.
Yeah.
I would want to mute to do that because I think it sounds gross. You're like, like that.
Oh, yeah, same.
of course.
Same.
I tried muting, but it didn't work. And then people heard me do it. So I was like that, right? And people were like, Tascado. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? This is the most like man cave gross shit I've ever done. Where I'm like midstream and I don't want to stand up to go blow my nose. So I'm just going to deal with it all later, right? Like that. And they were like, Tascado, I can hear the mucus in his throat. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong? But like, someone's going to be into everything.
Yeah,
you know?
that's true.
I feel the same way about food, and my chat has been trying to get me to chew on the mic for God knows how long. Chew, drink, whatever. They're just like, keep it unmuted, keep it unmuted. Everybody else does it. You know, this person does it, this person does it. Why are you afraid? Why don't you want to eat on mic? And I have said that if I get caught eating on mic, I'm going to graduate. You know? So, like, I don't know. It's just...
That's crazy.
It's a feeling, you know?
That's crazy. I mean, this
I don't
man's
like eating
drinking
on
on mic
stream
right
either.
now.
I'm good.
Do you guys avoid eating on stream too?
No, I don't. Whenever
I
I
try
eat,
to.
because I don't know. Whenever I eat on stream, I always I can't really. People seem to enjoy the sound of me eating on stream, and I can't help but make little like nom nom nom, like little exaggerated noises when I do it. And I was like, oh, he's like a cute little kitten eating his kibble, and I'm like, yeah, I guess. And then
You know, you have like fucking like sauce and shit like all over your face from doing that. Like it's really gross.
One of my I'm about to drop a bombshell right now. One of my favorite
Lord.
clips of me of all time is like literally from my first week streaming. It was the Luxium debut week. At the end of the week, we had the prop night collab, and this is before like we really knew what the deal was with doing collabs, because you know like you got to do solo streams and then you can collab like after a week, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So we do that collab. And then we hadn't done it before, so I was like, whatever. And then I start with a solo screen of me I'm going to talk to my chat and introduce them. But I'm like eating chicken. And I'm like, and I go, oh shit, I'm live. Oh, sorry guys. I'm going to tell you, chat, right now, I'm so sorry. That shit was staged. I did that on purpose.
Is that the first time you saw that?
I did that shit on purpose. It has been 2.5 years. That was a bit that I planned and executed, and nobody suspected a single thing. How the fuck would my OBS have transitioned to the next screen without me realizing? Think about that for a second. How the fuck would it have transitioned without me clicking on it and then unmuting myself and then deliberately eating into the mic? You fucking fools. You have been played for a fool. Wow. Because I knew it would be funny, but little did I know people would be like, I kind of like the sound of him eating spicy chicken tenders. And I'm like, oh dear, I've awakened something in people now.
Wow. Huh. So his intention was to popularize mukbangs in the Nijian community. Honestly,
well, I mean, maybe
bravo to you, sir.
Maybe I did it. Maybe I did it. You know what we need to do? You need to. I think that the fear you have of eating on stream and the promise that you'll graduate, we need to get you past that fear. I think we should have a mukbang. We should have a mukbang.
I mean, technically, I did do one with Claude, but I don't know. I was still really careful that time. Right. So I don't know. There's still that fear, like you said, that inherent fear. So I don't know. I just don't like it. I feel like people don't actually like eating on the mic as much as they say that they do.
I don't feel comfortable when I eat on stream.
Really?
No, I don't.
It feels bad because I feel like you want to know what my experience comes from? Being in an Xbox Live party and either playing Call of Duty and hearing it in a public chat, or being in a private call or in a private party with my friends, and somebody just starts eating. And when I think of all the mouth noises, the lip smacking, I don't know, and just like all the noises, they make my stomach churn, honestly. And I think of making somebody else experience that, and it doesn't sit right with me.
Yeah,
I don't like it. So just the thought of somebody hearing me make those noises is just ugh. It's almost like eating in front of people. I low-key don't even like eating in front of people. I'm not a big fan of that.
Yeah,
I kind of get it.
Except last night.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Sushiro's a bit different.
My God,
should we talk about it?
This man, and his appetite. I thought that when I went and got conveyor belt sushi, I thought that I could eat a decent amount. Like I can get like through like 11 or 12 plates sometimes. I'll be like, yeah, man, I really did it. This fucking guy. Tell him how many plates you had stacked at the end of it. Go on.
Before we expose you.
I didn't take a picture. I don't even remember.
It had to be like.
You know what's funny?
20.
You know what's funny, dude? You didn't take a
around
picture,
20.
but I did.
You took a picture.
I did. I snuck one while you weren't looking because I was like, look at this fucking guy.
Knew.
Look at this fucking guy. All right, we're gonna count.
Really?
We're gonna count. So this guy stacked up all his plates at the end of our meal, right?
Holy shit.
He ate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 plates of sushi yesterday.
That's insane.
22 plates of sushi.
He was hungry.
Bro, I hadn't eaten all day.
I hadn't eaten all day. That's fair. I'd had a decent amount to eat that day.
That was like my only meal. I literally had started the day with like some onigiri and fucking the lemon drink because I'm still fucking recovering.
That's crazy.
I don't think me and Vox's plate, even if we combine them, I don't think it would be enough to beat you.
I don't think it was either.
No.
It was like it was almost there. I think I had like I ate the least. My appetite wasn't feeling so good that day, but I think I had like 9 or 10 plates by the end of it.
Maybe 7 or 8, something like that. Yeah,
something like that. I think I
9,
might
10,
have had.
something
I
like
think
that.
mine might be in the picture at the same time, but I'm not sure.
IDK. That is an
Oh
interesting.
yeah, no, that's yours, Willie.
Yeah, no, I was
Someone
just
in
Yeah, Willie,
chat
you
said, I
had-
think that's normal for a guy to eat 22 plates of
1, 2, 3,
sushi.
4, 5, 6, 7,
Well, I mean,
8,
how much
9,
did Claude eat when you
11.
guys went?
Yeah, Willie,
Oh,
you
he
had
ate, like,
11.
25 or something.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know,
no, he's crazy. Claude is ridiculous.
No, he
that
actually
man,
turned into fucking Kirby whenever like the plates came down, like fucking sucked down like all the tuna onigiri, not onigiri, just any tuna
hey man,
plates. He would just gobble that down.
I don't. What can I
So
say? I'm a
bad.
guy and I
We
work out.
need-
I need it.
where's
need it.
let me try and find it. Where's the picture of Claude while he's eating? Well, he's
Oh,
like holding.
the
He's
one
looking into the
picture of him?
looking into the camera with this look of like amusement, but
Like,
also of like shame.
What are you gonna do about it?
He's like he looks both smug and ashamed at the same time. He's like, I'm like I've eaten so much, but also like yeah, what are you gonna do about it? You know, I'm not sure where to
Yeah.
find it, but like
we have a picture of Claude like
Why do I not know
at
what picture
Sushi Dough.
he's holding in his chopsticks like yet another marinated tuna sushi, and he's looking at the camera like
like, yeah, I ate that.
It's like, yeah, what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
But there's this internal sense of like, this is insane. What am I doing? But I need to keep
Funniest
eating.
picture ever. I
That's
love
so
that one
good.
so much. Yeah,
Wow.
I loved going to Sushi Dough. It was awesome.
You know, it is crazy how much I guess stomach capacity can differ. I don't know if you guys ever saw that that one. I think I don't use Reddit, but there was like a tweet about this like relationship advice Reddit post where this girl was like, oh, I'm worried about my husband or whatever it is, and it's like, we went to go eat at our friend. It's like, why does my husband eat so much? And it's like, we went to a friend's house. We went to for a double date, and we went and they cooked, right? And they cooked for everybody. And my husband ate like, when we all finished, he went around and cleaned up everyone's leftovers, and then he went and asked like, do you guys have anything else? And he kept eating and eating and eating and eating. Mm-hmm. And it's like, he's not like overweight or anything. He doesn't have like an eating disorder, but he was eating so much. And then people started asking, who usually cooks in your house? And she was like, oh, I do. And they said, okay, how much do you normally make for him? It's like, oh, I make the same amount for both of us. And there is the problem. They were realizing, no, this guy is like starving because
makes
he
sense.
is a man on like a man's appetite, and she is like a small woman on a small woman's appetite and is cooking for herself for him. So
That explains it.
it's
Oh,
like how
God.
it's like how, you know, just on average, girls just tend to eat less. You know, it's like, obviously I'm sure there are a lot of girls out there who can eat a ton.
Yeah,
but,
of course.
like on average, they'll have like a much smaller portion size compared to a man. Right?
requirements. A lot of things go into it, so
And
it
it's
makes sense.
just, I feel bad for that guy. And apparently she was like, oh yeah, no, he does around the house. Like, it seems like he's always rummaging in the back of the cabinet for more food. And like, no, but I never really understood why. And it's like,
That's
because
crazy.
she's serving him like a white girl meal. When this guy, you know, like a kind of a diet meal.
White girl dinner,
Like,
charcuterie
white girl
board.
dinner, haha, I've got
Look
my
at this,
salad.
my
And it's like,
salami
he
with my
eats the salad and
crackers
he's like,
and my cheese.
I need protein. Oh my god, there's nothing in this. And he just he's like suddenly just, he becomes like Smeagol, just rummaging through the cabinet. It's like,
Where is it? Where is my precious?
Exactly, and not only that too, the amount, but also the speed at which, I don't know if you guys are the same way. I eat like it's an Olympic sport.
Me too.
Like speed.
me too.
I see those TikToks of it's like relationship TikToks. I get them all on my FYP because I'm sadly alone and I need love in my life. Regardless, though, that's not important. The point is that I've seen TikToks of in relationships where the boyfriend eats like way faster. Like there's TikToks where it's like trying to match eat at the same pace as my boyfriend, and she fucking chokes. She's fucking dying. She's like, how does he do this? Because it's like we just eat.
Right.
We just fucking eat. Like, we just don't stop. It's just like,
I need to get
You know?
food in me. I'm trying to get full.
like at all point, because I'm just like that's part of the reason why I would never take a girl out on a first date to a restaurant, because my first priority would be eating. I'd just be eating first. I'm like, she'd be like, oh, what do you do for fun? And I'd just be like, I don't.
And then
shit,
that turns out he
eats.
goes, what?
See, this
man's
is
gotta
this
eat.
is why you've got to do like a tasting
many
menu.
fools
It's more expensive, but then when they stagger the courses like that, then you get like one bite, and then you get back to the conversation, right? But
That makes sense.
what was I gonna say? I'm like that, but I drink fast, and I'm not talking about alcohol. I'm just talking about liquid. I think I've thought about why I tend to drink so much just raw liquid when I go to, like when we went to Sushi yesterday, I preemptively ordered 2 melon sodas because I knew I would get through them both, right? I think for me, it's like, I think as a guy with ADHD, I think it's like a dopamine thing where if I am not busy and if I'm not doing something, then I start to get bored and I'm like, I need the release of dopamine right now. Okay, I can very easily drink something to do that. And then so the moment I have a free second and I'm not eating, I'm like, I have to drink something. There was a time I went to a restaurant and it was like a decently upmarket restaurant where the waiter will come. If you have water, he'll come and pour you more water. When your glass is empty, he'll grab the bottle and pour you more. And then when your bottle runs out, they'll just bring you a new one. I drank like 4 full-size bottles of San Pellegrino sparkling water, like the large liter bottles. Because every time he poured me more, I just was like, well, I'm not doing anything else. You know, I'm waiting for the next course. I'm drinking my water, and I finish the glass, pour me more, drink water, pause, and then by the end, 4 bottles of it are done. I didn't even have to go pee the whole time. I was just full of water. I mean, I was like the most hydrated man on earth. I might as well have drowned. But like,
It was on it.
You know, it was great. But then I just have to realize, like, yeah, I think at that point I wasn't drinking to hydrate. I was drinking to entertain myself.
Someone said the demon thirst.
The demon. No, literally, I do.
That's a good one.
Literally, I do. I'm very thirsty. I got my electrolytes right here.
That's so funny. Oh my god.
Yeah,
We're thirsty
I've
guys.
been drinking a lot ever since I came here. Like I drink like a lot. Like I'm really thirsty all the time. I don't know why.
All right. I was like, you need to continue that and specify
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I was
Yeah, I
just
was
under
like,
the impression that you were
is
depressed.
that like a bottle of whiskey
Yeah.
in your bed?
No.
So you go back
I'm
and
not
like,
depressed.
the
I am-
sweet
I am-
embrace of a
I am not
bottle.
depressed. I'm not. Honestly, I'm probably like as happy as I can possibly be.
My man.
Wow,
trip.
that's so
My
gay.
man. He's around. He's with the homies. He's on the
Exactly.
podcast. He's chatting about whatever
know
it
what I
needs
said.
to be, guys.
But yeah, I don't know why. Like I feel thirsty all the time. Ever since I got here,
Why do you think that is?
because I'm looking at beautiful men.
The Riz on this.
Never mind.
Th-
That
this-
was gay.
this-
Not
this-
the worst thing I said. Man.
Someone needs to take this twink's rights away. I swear to God, he is speaking too much.
Speaking the language of the gods.
I don't know. Like I feel like my mouth is dry all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Can you stop?
What are you laughing about?
I'm sorry. I was
Were you thinking of like an answer to that? You were like, oh.
Look, I was looking at chat, but I was also just thinking about how you said the first thing that you said, and I was like, huh, that's so gay that you're happy. And I meant it as like a, gay means happy. So
Yeah,
I was-
yeah, it does.
And then you were like, I'm just happy looking at beautiful men. And I was like, oh, that's actually gay. It's like, just the timing of it all. It was so perfect. I was like, oh my God.
That's pretty good. See, we have good chemistry. It's
It's
just
so gay that you're happy. Why can't you just be sad like the rest of us?
I should be like a sad, like Eastern European man that only talks about how sad I am
Yeah.
and drink and talk about how much I hate my wife or something.
We need a stream where we draw boomer comics. Boomer comics where the
Yo.
joke is I hate my wife. Like the ones where the old ball and chain. Like something like that. Let's develop a boomer comic art style and then draw something about us all hanging out. But the joke at the end is always I hate my wife, even though none of us have wives.
None of us are married.
We could maybe it could be about you two, and then Wilson is your wife.
Why am I the wife?
Wait, but why do I hate Wilson?
Come on, man. Like,
Come on, man.
come on, man.
I don't hate Wilson. Only like some days.
Some days.
Yeah, only some days.
When do you hate me? What days?
That's not important right now. We're having a podcast.
Oh, true. Okay,
Okay,
so you want to
okay.
think about the good times right now?
Yeah, we're having a podcast. Okay, all right. We don't need to talk about our issues
Okay.
on the
Okay,
podcast.
fair enough,
Let's chill out. Let's enjoy ourselves and talk about the Boomer comics where we talk about how much we hate our wives.
Okay.
It's really just that simple.
I'm trying. I mean, I can't really think of what was the one I always think of is like is the one where it's like the granddad who's like a war vet and he's talking to like his grandson who's like gaming. He's like,
The war.
Did you ever? It's like, did you ever go? It's like did you know I went to war, son? And he says on Xbox or PlayStation.
Oh yeah, I know that
my
one.
And that's like, and that's
Sucks.
like his. He's
It's
like,
so-
oh,
it
the
sucks.
whippersnappers these days with their Xboxes, and they don't understand what it means to fight for one's country and all of that.
You know, we could have a stereotypical podcast. We were talking about that last night on the way home, actually.
Yeah.
We were thinking about like switching the whole content of the podcast to an Alpha Bro podcast. I feel like that would be like really fun, actually.
Okay.
You know?
So here's what I want to talk to you guys about today, right? So I've been working on a new way of testosterone looks hallmaxing, right? Let me talk to you about it right now, okay?
All right, hit
So
me.
what I do
Hit me.
is I every morning I will wake up at 1:30 a.m. And I will of course go to sleep the night before at 1 a.m. So you know, it really in order to be a true kind of like
Sigma male.
true Sigma bro industry tape maxer,
Yeah.
you need to only have a half an hour of sleep because
Okay.
otherwise you're just wasting time.
Very
True,
quickly.
true. Sleep is
Since
a
this
waste
is
of
like
time.
the Alpha Bro like Sigma podcast,
Yeah,
what's your
okay.
favorite movie?
What's my favorite movie? Oh,
It has to be one movie specifically.
fuck.
Okay,
It's all right. I can get you. It's American Psycho.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Of course.
American
I
Psycho.
actually did
Yeah.
watch American Psycho again recently. I actually did watch it again, and it is a fucking incredible movie.
It's
It actually is a
it
very
might
good
be
movie,
one
yeah.
of the funniest movies ever made. Like, why does Patrick Bateman move like he's in the Lego movie? It's so like
It's
the way
perfect.
he's like, I can't understand you. It's brilliant. It's so good.
When he
But
grabs the axe, he's like, you know what I'm talking about? Like when he
Hey,
goes like that.
Huey Lewis in the News released this and does that little point. But anyway, talking about our interests is that's not very efficient for what we're trying to achieve.
True,
So,
exactly.
You know, if you're trying to Sigma max, you only need half an hour of sleep. And so I wake up at 1:30, and then I will do 2 hours of I'll do my 2-hour workout immediately.
Okay.
I won't eat anything because you know, running on fumes, it makes me hungry for the thrill of war. And then
yeah.
what I like to do is, you know, for my workout, I will do my morning run, and if I see anyone also out on a run, I will immediately drop to all fours and run after them and gnash and foam at the mouth as
gotta
hard as I
fight
can.
for that.
Because
Yeah.
really, I need them to know that the streets belong to me.
Who's gonna carry the boats?
Exactly.
Who's gonna carry the fucking boats? You know?
Exactly. No one's gonna know what happened, and so and if I'm faster than them on all fours, and I get to them, then that's my protein for the morning, right? And so you lift, you get home, and then
He barks
right
at
after that,
babies too. I forgot to mention.
Exactly. You know, I mean, it's a also supposedly the fountain of youth. You know, I need to make sure I focus on my skincare, and when I need to make sure I focus on my skincare, and that's where the blood of infants comes from. But that's for another time. So that's me up until about sort of 6 a.m. What do you guys do after 6 a.m. to kind of keep it rolling? You know, because I really need to maximize. I need to health max my my daily routine.
So really, something you can add on to your daily routine. You can actually employ some of the tactics I used to make my first $1 million.
Oh, yeah?
So what I did was I did pretty much exactly what you did in the mornings, and then past 6 a.m. So I decided to open up a course on how to make $1 million.
Okay.
I sold it for about $400 per spot, and made a pretty decent amount of money on that. Blew it all in stocks,
Of course.
So lost all of it.
Okay.
Then I wrote a book, How to Make $1 Million. Sold,
And how to lose it.
Sold decently well. Yeah, exactly. So don't make the same mistake I made.
Yeah.
Sold pretty well. Blew it all on stocks. And then by the end of it, my dad gave me $1 million for my birthday. So that's how I made $1 million.
Honestly, that's really, really smart. I think that
So-
just comes from, you're making the best of the circumstances from which you were born. Everyone has different advantages in life, and you made the best of yours. And for me personally, I've seen, I kind of hear you on the whole, how to make $1 million, like release a course. But I think $400 the price point is a little low. I think that the right way to do it is to maximize a what we would call a low throughput source of income. So here's what I think. Right, sell that book, How to Make $1 Million. What's the price point? $1 million.
I mean, what better way to make somebody learn how to make $1 million than to
Exactly.
make
Right?
$1 million?
You sell one book. It's right there. Really, the How to Make $1 Million is there simply on the cover.
Wow.
The moment one person buys it, you've immediately achieved what you set out to do. And someone buys it, hey, I want to make $1 million. Okay, well, I've already got $1 million to spend on this book. I might as well make more. And then you realize, oh, that's what it all is. And then you kind of spread that. And then really, you're helping other like-minded Sigmas like yourself, Looks Max and Bank Max and Bag Max in order to get, where they deserve to be in life.
I feel you.
Me personally,
Okay.
I'm a little different than you guys, but
Oh,
it's
really?
okay. Like we all have our like being your own thing is what makes you a Sigma, right?
Truly.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm having a Sigma cough.
No, Sigma bless you.
That's
thank you.
that's all right, King. Don't worry. You need to
Yeah.
get the
First thing
bad
I do in the
energy out.
morning
Yeah.
is I put on my shades. First thing I do.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And then I check my DMs and I ignore all the women in my DMs because I'm a Sigma male. I want to surround myself with other men.
Of course.
Only men.
Of course, yeah.
And no women, just men.
Of course, yeah.
Big, strong, muscular men.
Yeah, women are a
that
distraction.
are
in the grind.
sweaty
Yeah.
They're distraction.
and oily because of a workout session, and I want to feel like I belong there. So I just surround myself with a lot of men like me, strong men. And then we go on the walk together. And then we come home. And then in order to maximize the testosterone, we all sleep in the same bed to make sure that it stays pure. The moment that we all leave, it doesn't work anymore. The essence is gone, you know? So,
I see.
you guys do that too?
I understand, but I don't do that. No.
No,
What?
no, I don't.
Personally, the way I see it is
I'm
that
the only one?
I mean, see, your idea makes sense, but instead of bringing up other men, what I do is I put down.
What the fuck? This man just thought of the worst possible thing he could have said. This man just thought of the worst possible thing he could have said. The way this man is laughing, you know he just thought of something that is going to get him put in fucking jail. There is nothing else on this planet makes this man laugh that much. There's no way. There's no way. Oh my god.
Are we getting canceled? It's on episode 2? Come on, guys. This is my first episode.
I'm sorry. I don't know if I should finish my sentence. I don't think I should. I was gonna lead into something that was gonna be obviously a joke, but I just feel like this can be taken so out of context, and I'm just like, oh god, you know what? Maybe not. Maybe not.
Now you know what you need to understand. If you're out here podcast maxing, you need to remember that any controversy is good PR for the podcast. You know, the more it gets clipped on social media, the more people will become aware of our brand. And ultimately, I think that you should sacrifice yourself on the cross of viewership and gains, because otherwise, like, what are we even doing here? I certainly don't do this for the love of it. I don't enjoy your guys' company at all. I mean, I'm revolted at the sight of you.
Oh,
two.
yeah, no.
I'm just here.
Me as a man, I'm always competitive with other men.
Of course.
Like,
if another man is more successful than me, I'm going to, I'm essentially going to try and tell him about my whole morning walk routine. And then when I find him out on the same morning jog that I'm on, I'm going to stab him to death 37 times in the chest, because I can't handle anyone else being better than me at anything.
7 stab wounds. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
I mean,
You got to make it, the 37th one is the one that gets him.
all right. Fine then. I'll commit. All right. So instead of doing what Wilson does, putting up other men, I instead put down women. You guys aren't supposed to laugh. What the fuck, guys? We're supposed to continue the bit. Come on.
The delivery was so good. The delivery was so good. It was somehow the build up. So I think when you said put down the first time, I knew exactly what you were gonna say. But the way the build up, and then it's you're like I put down women. Like, just something about the way you said it was the funniest shit ever.
I think you hesitated for like half a second. I put down women.
I think his life might have flashed before his eyes. I think his life might have flashed before his eyes.
I had like a whole thing planned. I was gonna be like, honestly, like the way I treat my wife, like, what is it? If I tell her every day that if she ever reaches 30 pounds, I'm leaving her ass. She's out. She's out. She's fucking gone. She's fucking gone.
This is so bad. Someone in this chat has joined and doesn't know that we're like role playing right now.
Looking bad.
Someone's gonna think like, oh my god, Nijisanji.
I followed this guy from the TikTok about his cock. What the hell is this? What the hell's going on? Then actually, if someone, that actually kind of makes sense. If someone's only knowledge of you is that you broke up a couple with your dick, and then they come here and they hear you saying that you the way that you instead of like lifting up other men, you put down women. I feel like they'd be like, you know what? Actually, that kind of makes sense.
God, to see this, Vanta is too straight for me. Gosh, I mean, hey, at least it's consistent, you know.
At least it's consistent. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's-
Oh my goodness.
That was good. That was good. All right. So, what have we learned today, gentlemen? What we've learned today is that it's never worth the bag. It's always worth sacrificing your morals for the bag, and let nothing stand in your way. Watch as I paint your faces in the white hand of Saruman, and my fighting Urukai. We will go to battle, and we will destroy the Fellowship of the Ring. Da da da. Dun dun dun.
I like this.
Dun dun dun. Yeah, you know.
I like this.
By fighting Urukai.
Oh wow, guys, look! It's the section of the. I'm the new guy here. It's the section of the podcast where we talk about news.
The news.
Young man beats old man at boxing match. That's it.
That did. I was really confused by your
that did happen. So in the news recently, possibly the most disappointing result out of a sporting event in recent memory. Jake Paul, noted YouTuber and rapper Jake Paul, has beaten up 58-year-old man Mike Tyson, which is 58-year-old man who had a brush with death 3 months ago. The fight was delayed actually due to a health issue of his, and so 3 months ago this man was in a wheelchair, and a man half his age has made a big event out of beating him up, which is quite sad. So we have to ask ourselves a question about this news story, right? It's interesting how it became so big. I mean, obviously Mike Tyson is very famous, and I guess the big poll for a lot of people to this fight is that he was one of the greatest boxers of all time when he was in his prime. You know, seemingly completely unbeatable when he was at his best, and then. You know, obviously he's gotten old now and hasn't boxed in a long time, so it's a chance to see him fight again. But obviously, you know, when Jake Paul went, I don't know if you've seen like that one clip when like they're fighting and then Jake Paul kind of backs off and he looks at Mike Tyson. He kind of goes like he sticks his tongue out. Sticks his tongue out and kind of like just like that at him. Like
It just looks silly. Yeah.
Here's the question, right? I saw that and I was like, okay, this man is clearly just, you know, adrenaline and testosterone is just coursing through his body and he's just going absolutely mental right now. Or he's signaling to Mike Tyson, hey, back off. This is staged and I don't want you to actually hurt me. And that's like a code signal. When I stick my tongue out, it means back off a little bit. So we have to ask ourselves a question. Was the fight staged? What do you guys think?
I wouldn't put it past Jake Paul. I'm just going to say that. I have no knowledge of him. I don't keep up with him.
No, me neither.
But considering the few things that I do know about him, against my fucking will, I would not put it past him.
It was probably staged.
I would absolutely not put it past him.
That's the thing about it, is that I think characters like, you know, like Jake and Logan Paul and now I guess KSI, is that so much of their entire brand image is so staged. I mean, Jake, for this fight, I didn't really keep up with it, but I kept seeing little clips. Do you remember he had like that enormous belly at one point? Like he uploaded a video of him lifting with a gigantic, almost like he looked pregnant. Yeah, you know, it was so round, and it was like, that's fake, right?
And then he lifted fake weights too in that video.
Well, I think it's prosthetic or whatever.
Yeah, like a belly prosthetic, and it's just he looks really gross like that, like he's just covered in sweat and he's like, oh yeah, but it's very eye-catching, right? Why would you go to the extra effort to put on a fake stomach to show, oh, I'm not just bulking for this fight, I'm bulking so much that I look pregnant, right? So it's like a little and then it just kind of makes me think, yeah, I think everything that these people do is completely staged. Yeah. And I guess there comes a point where you wonder, not only, you know, how much of a problem is that? You know, when does it become a problem? And you know, what does that mean for us? I mean, we're in a sense technically working in the same industry. Yeah. So what does that mean for us? How much do we have to stage things in order to succeed? If everyone who's the most successful has staged everything and nothing that they do is genuine, you know, why does it matter?
I mean, I guess that's a part of the project where it's like, how far are you willing to go, you know?
Right.
Because the only thing that I'm willing to do is have certain sections of my live streams that are somewhat planned or somewhat scripted.
Oh yeah, I mean,
because
I think
that's just a
pretty
part
normal.
of entertainment.
Yeah.
But I mean, playing a character and keeping it quote unquote fake the entire time, I feel like that's just a part of the job.
Right.
But at the same time, God, I don't even want to talk about integrity because I feel like that's out the window a long time ago. But
Yeah.
like, it's just so interesting to me.
I mean, me earlier admitting to staging the bit where I'm accidentally eating the thing.
True.
I mean, that wasn't like harmful, and I guess neither is the whole giant prosthetic belly stunt that Jake Paul did. But you know, it's not harmful to stage that. It's a funny little bit. I mean, where's the harm in that, right?
Yeah.
But it's sometimes it kind of, I guess with a big sporting event like this, I mean, people are paying money because they don't know who's going to win.
Yeah,
you know, and it's kind of in the spirit of especially boxing. In boxing, you know, it's an incredible sport with such a long history in lots of different countries. I mean the UK especially has like a very very competitive boxing scene as well, and it kind of, and that what may well have been a staged fight is one of the biggest boxing events in recent history. So what is streaming is being a YouTuber a bigger career than being a professional boxer now. You know, back in his day, Mike Tyson would have been one of the most famous men on earth for his, you know,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
sheer prowess in the ring.
Absolutely.
Nowadays, it's Jake Paul because he's good at staging shit and is from the Paul family and inevitably is just going around doing whatever it is. I've heard he's a decent boxer. He's got a good record or whatever it is. But like, is he on Mike Tyson's level? You know, at least Mike Tyson in his prime? Of course not.
Has he boxed anyone? Like, has he boxed any actual boxers?
Apparently his record is 9-1, but I've seen some people saying that everyone he's boxed is like twice his age.
Yeah.
Yeah, and or are they like, I don't know. I don't. Can he be considered legit? I don't.
I mean,
I don't exactly know. I don't know if he's in like
the eyes of
professional
like,
circuit.
I think in the eyes of the boxing industry, he's legit. But
Is he?
Yeah.
I guess
mean,
just like Logan Paul was a surprisingly good wrestler for the WWE when that was what he was doing. You know, I mean, I don't care for Logan Paul at all. But I mean, I've seen that one clip where he jumped across the ring and then like smacked with that guy in the middle, and I'm like, that's pretty impressive. I mean, he was definitely definitely a good wrestler. Like, I can't really tell. It's like the WWE is all kayfabe. It's all staged. Every single thing that the WWE does is staged.
Oh yeah, everyone does that. But
the
it's
fact
fucking
is,
entertaining.
it's very entertaining, and they kind of wear that on their sleeve. They're not they pretend it's they pretend it's real, but it's not as though it's the entire sporting network of the WWE is completely staged, and those wrestlers are still doing that stuff. The outcome of those fights and what they do is like, okay, now you're going to do this, but they're still pulling those stunts off. So it's like theater in a sense, and I don't really see a problem with that at all.
I agree.
I like how we completely went over the bare cheeks part.
Bear cheeks. Oh my god.
Oh
I was talking
yeah.
about bears. I was like, what the fuck is bear? Oh.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Well, yeah, Mike Tyson's ass.
It was on full display.
No one talks about what he said beforehand. They asked like, what do you think about your legacy? And he's like, there's no legacy. There's
It's
nothing.
dead.
There's nothing. We're dead. We're dust. No, all right, thank you. All right, thanks.
No, he told that to a little girl. That's
Oh
the
no, he
best
told that to a
part.
little girl.
told that to a
He's
little
speaking to the
girl.
guy, and he's like, "What are you gonna do?" He's like,
Well-
"Oh no, I remember what he said. He's talking to the guy, and then he says like, "What do you think of the outcome?" He says, "Ferocious win." And then they're like, "Okay," and he's like, "Thanks, I love you, brother." And then he turns away, and his just bare ass is hanging out. Incredible. And the way the cameraman looks at it, and then very quickly zooms in to try and put it out, but it is far too late. He realized far too late.
Why?
I mean, it's iconic, really.
Why was he showing up like that?
That's what I'm wondering.
I'm like, the only possible reason I could think would be like for like a weigh-in type situation, but
Well, they did
otherwise
the weigh-in the other
they already
day.
did it. So
They
I'm
already
like,
did it.
I can't think of a reason why he would be wearing assless chaps. I'm just like,
Can we get a one in chat? One in chat if you guys frequently wear assless chaps in public with no underwear.
yeah, with no under anything.
Is that something that you guys do? Am I missing out on that?
I'm sorry,
wow,
what?
That's crazy.
Why was the first?
all of chat
There's
is
so many
doing
ones.
it. Whoa.
Everyone in chat's wearing assless chat. Should I start throwing it around like that? Should
Yeah,
we all
just
start-
just walk around in here like that.
Have you
Yeah.
considered the fact that if you had an outfit with assless chaps on, no one would ever know?
That's true. That's true.
Unless you made a ref sheet.
I'm only facing forward.
You know, unless you made a ref sheet and showed your back, they'd never know. Like, honestly, if you really think about it, Fox could have had assless chaps on this whole time. Mm-hmm. Oh wait, no, we've seen his ass.
Yeah.
Or a lack thereof.
Yeah, you've seen
a lack thereof.
You've seen my ass. It's sad, but yeah, it's whatever. I mean, you know, I could always kill you.
True.
I could always kill you and grow a bigger ass.
I'm Niji flat as well, so.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Not
but,
me.
You know.
Not me.
This man's caked up.
I actually am.
Ladies and gentlemen, I regret to announce this would make history. This would make history as the first Nijisanji member to kill another Nijisanji member.
That would be something. You know? I mean, hey, when you get enough members, it could eventually happen, you know?
We regret to announce that YuQWilson is no longer a member of Nijisanji because Vox Alchema has killed him
For his ass.
for his ass.
This is a dark question, okay? God, just a heads up, I'm praying it never happens, and
Of
it probably
course.
will never happen, okay? This is
Okay.
just like a shower thought kind of thing. I'm not praying for anything, but if I were to die, what would the company say?
I don't know.
I mean,
That's what I'm. Sometimes I think about that.
Notice of graduation from life.
Oh my god. I mean, if we're being serious,
Yeah.
I really do think it would be along the lines of just any other corporate statement where it would say it is with a heavy heart that we announce the tragic and sudden passing of YuQWilson. He was a beloved member of the Nijisanji family, and he will be dearly missed. And
He
all that kind of
sneezed too
stuff.
hard and
Please,
he died.
please make sure that you afford his family and friends
He
some
sneezed
privacy
his
during
brain
this
matter
difficult
out
time.
of his nose. That's what happened.
Exactly.
What the
Exactly.
hell,
I mean,
dude?
I can't really imagine they would handle it any other way than that. you know?
It would be as professional as possible, you
It
know?
would just be quite bizarre, I
be
guess.
sad.
Desperately sad, but also very bizarre to be like, what? Oh my god, he died?
Yeah, like how do you handle that, you know? Because I also think of, like, how would they handle with keeping your content on the channel and whatnot, you know? Like,
Right.
because they don't have you to ask.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
can't.
yeah. They
right.
ask you.
Like-
There's also here. There's how there's the whole thing of like when people see on Twitter, they see any document with white background, black text, and,
Yeah.
they immediately it's like they feel like they're what's happened,
Yeah.
and they see your name in there, and their heart sinks, thinking, oh, he's graduated, and then normally they'll see, oh, he's not graduating, and they'll be like, their heart goes, oh, thank God, but instead their heart drops more when they're like, he's dead,
He
just
died.
fucking
he's
dead. He's
He
just
just
fucking
died.
gone.
YuQ Deadson, what happened?
Yeah, he's
What
He's out
happened?
of here. Man.
Yeah, and then
And my last stream is like really fucking embarrassing. It's like the first thing people click back on when they see like people that don't watch me will like go on my channel and see like what would be the most embarrassing live stream that you could possibly have.
oh my God.
That's an interesting.
Before
That
you
is
die.
a really interesting. It's like, yeah, you do a stream and you don't know that night you're just not gonna wake up, and so when people look back, like, oh, what was his most recent stream? It's just something so dumb.
The coffin
you know?
of Andy and Lele, you know. You know, just voice acting you with my sister, guys. You know, that kind of thing.
You know the
Dude,
amount of Twitter antis who would be like, "Oh man, he deserved it.
He fucking
He deserved it.
deserved it.
This man was playing a game with fictional incest characters. Oh, he's fucked up. Now get him out of here.
Yeah,
Get him out of here.
He deserved to go.
Nah, you know what? You know what? That's
go.
fine. That's fine. I know that guy was had a family and friends who loved him, but like, you know, he played a game I didn't like, so you know, he kind of deserved
Yeah,
it.
honestly, that was your mistake. Your mistake.
Damn.
Sorry, bro.
Or you play like a choice-based game like Detroit, and then you kill a beloved character. You know, I feel like that would be another one where people would be like, "Yeah, fuck him. He killed George. You know, whoever the fuck that guy is."
I would, similarly, what if you had like a tweet, like a really bad, embarrassing tweet, and people looked at your Twitter, you know, because maybe staff like tags your account in the statement, the like announcement regarding
They click on your account.
YuQWilson. Like,
Yeah.
imagine if I did that Genshin stream where I got Yellen and then I made my tweet that got me cancelled by the Genshin community where I said I was going to marble over my Subway footlong because I wanted it so bad, you know? Imagine if that was the last tweet I ever made before I died.
Oh my god.
And then people go, and then Genshin fans are going to be like, yeah, here's what you get. That's what you get for thirsting over a woman who's clearly for the lesbians. Sorry. And like, then, and that's it, you know?
Oh my
That's your legacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. I definitely deserve to die because I sexually harassed someone who does not exist.
Hey, I don't want to express it, but I can express how much I feel that on a personal level.
What?
Being harassed for quote unquote harassing a fictional woman, you know.
Yeah, just being like, I find the way that this animated woman was designed, I find her to be deeply attractive, and they're like, you should die.
Yeah, like genuinely, like it's so weird
Wait,
that you're
that's
lusting.
bad to say. You can't say you find.
No,
out
it's not bad.
No, it's not bad. You could say whatever you want. It's
Okay.
just some people who are so online that they've like twisted it in
Yeah.
their minds to believe that it's bad.
They take a genuine offense to it. Like it's so weird that you're lusting after a fictional woman. Like
Now, but here's the thing: you go onto these people's accounts, and the things that you will see them say about the men in these games, it staggers
Oh,
belief. Staggers belief what they say. They'll talk
Yeah,
about.
I
They'll
think
talk about wanting to. Well, they'll talk about wanting to pluck off Arataki Ito's eyelashes and eat them.
Yeah.
You know,
Like-
just shit like that. And I'm like, perhaps we're not so different, you and I. You know,
genuinely,
Perhaps
should be on
some,
the same team.
literally, just jump in the quote retweets on like Aventurine's Drip Market posts, in the bathroom, on the floor, over the counter, you know, in
right?
the bedroom.
And then I'm like, did you not know that Adventurine is for the gays?
like? What the
are you
fuck?
homophobic?
Like, come
Excuse
on.
me?
What the hell, dude?
You know, we have decently sized Twitter accounts. We could just put these people on blast if they decide to do that.
No,
I mean, that's bad. No, we shouldn't do that.
Yeah,
We shouldn't
no,
do that. I mean,
definitely-
most of them are like,
definitely
most of them are
we
probably
would
like
die.
13 years old.
We would
But,
die.
like,
We would die.
that'd be a pretty bad
I think
idea.
we truly underestimate the power of like a 13-year-old with like all of the fucking time in the world to do things.
That's true. That's true. We're
You
busy.
do
We've got to
never
like maintain
underestimate
a
kids
sleep
that have
schedule. We
nothing
got
to
to
do all
we
day.
got to do a job, and then suddenly be like, they sick their fans on me to harass me after they just violated this beautiful fictional woman, and then it's over, you know. And then you need to have a meeting with staff, and they're like, what are we gonna do? Like PR meeting? How are we gonna handle this bloatier image? And I'm like, all it started was because I thought this lady with dark short hair was really hot. And like that, everything just went downhill from there, you know.
I just wonder what goes through people's minds, to be honest with you, though. Like, really, you know, like some of the characters, I'm thinking, do they have like really like god tier level lore to make you identify with them this much? Like, you can't harass them, you can't find them attractive, you know. And I think my favorite reply to that was someone that said, someone that said, they don't exist, they are objects. And I was like, holy shit!
What the fuck?
You mean a figurine, right?
Huh?
You mean a figurine, right?
Well, I mean,
No, like the character.
like the character in the
like
game.
the character doesn't exist. It was
I
like
get-
they are an object.
Now therein lies an interesting philosophical question, fellas. Because in the video game Genshin Impact, or in any gacha game, right, you are literally spending either in-game or real-world currency to receive a person.
yeah.
You are like, okay, I would like Yellen, or at least in my case, I would like Yellen, okay? I'm going to spend money to essentially purchase Yellen from the shop. I mean, is that wrong?
Yeah, like literally, I just spent thousands of dollars on this woman, like in this game.
Oh, Wilson's Googling her.
I don't know what I don't know.
Wilson's
Oh, yeah, look
Googling
at her.
Yeah,
Look
yeah,
at her.
yeah. Jamie, pull that up for me.
Willie, pull that up.
Woof woof bark.
Yeah,
arf,
I pulled her
woof,
up. I pulled her up.
Arf. I don't think any animated or fictional woman has ever done it for me like this
No,
design has.
Yellen
I think this
This
really
is your type.
this really
of
yeah
character?
no that goes very crazy for me.
Yellen is different.
You should not watch any Genshin stream I've done where I play with this character, because I lose myself in the source very fast.
I believe it.
I understand. Thank
It's
God
funny
you haven't
because
seen any
I'm
of the new
normally-
characters. I
I'm
feel like
normally
you lose
very
it.
like exhausted by the. Oh, he's put full screen. Thank you, my brother.
Yeah.
I'm normally kind of exhausted by the whole dom mommy stereotype. I find those characters to be really exhausting. But I feel like Yellen is the perfect kind of. Everything she says, I feel like, is just a very, very nice line to tread, where it's like, yes, she's clearly a very confident, powerful woman, but never to the point where it's like, okay, this was clearly written for a man who wants to have his balls stepped on. You know, like this actually feels like a character rather than just a fetish.
I mean,
you know?
you should see her character trailer. It definitely is for the guys that want to have their balls stepped on.
Well, I didn't see that.
1000%.
I saw her in the game, so I'm gonna avoid that and not have it ruin my perfect parasocial image of this woman who doesn't
This is
exist.
random, but if you had like a TV or something, like
Oh,
up
yeah.
here, it'd be perfect. So I could just pull something up and we just all see it. That'd
Yeah,
be
James,
awesome.
Jamie, pull that up on the pull it up on the screen for me, will you?
Yeah,
Oh, man, look at
I
that.
know nothing about Genshin Impact, nothing at all.
Good for you, honestly.
Yeah.
I haven't played Genshin
Stay
in a long
ignorant.
time, and yeah, I'm enjoying just playing mostly games that I'm like really personally drawn to.
That you don't
ones
have
that I
to
feel like, okay,
spend $100
today
on.
I would really like to play this game. Okay, that's what I'm gonna stream.
Someone said I feel like Jane Doe from ZZZ would be your ideal Vox.
I-
Okay, Willie pulled that
I'm gonna
up.
say
Really?
something.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
think
say
so.
something very controversial. I think that Jane Doe, yes, the character design, I certainly think, yeah, she's attractive. Zenless Zone Zero, I think, is such a hyper-sexualized game that I think it crosses over into being completely unsexy. Like
That's so interesting.
The cutscenes and the animation on Jane Doe, like the one where she's in the police car and she's like doing that Dom mommy voice. And see, the design is hot, right? I don't disagree with that. And then like it's got like the I have a lot of really good friends in the voice acting community. I think you guys are all doing a great job.
Is this AI?
But
Oh, it
I do
is.
think that
Sorry.
that to a certain extent there's like, there's like that dub voice acting sound. There's like a certain type of dub voice acting. There was something about that one cutscene where it was like hearing the policewoman go like, oh my, and then Jane Doe being like, oh, you're being such a good little girl. And I was watching that and I was like, this has gone so far beyond sexualized to the point where I'm like, I'm just not into this, And I kind of also it's like to the point where like hang on a minute, you can have
Hold on. Yeah, sorry.
you can have mine if you want.
Thank you so much. Oh yeah, right here. Thank you.
But yeah, it's like that. And then also, like what was the next character? Bernice, like
dude, I
the
love
whole
Bernice so much.
the whole Bernice dance thing, and something like about all of it. Something about that felt very cynical to me. It's like the whole like putting in as many catchy TikTok-esque dances in there, like hoping one of them becomes like a TikTok dance. It just kind of feels like, I don't know. I want to feel if I want to get attached
hoping one of them?
personally. What?
What do you mean hoping one of them becomes a TikTok dance?
I don't know. It's like I saw the music video and it's like there are so many little dances. I think they are already TikTok dances.
They're
aren't they?
references.
Kind of,
Yeah,
right.
all of them are references.
But in the same way, I think that like if I'm gonna get like attached emotionally or I guess sexually, as is clearly the intention to one of these characters, I kind of want to feel like there is love behind that character rather than just I don't want to feel marketed to. And I feel like
That's interesting.
the cynicism from maybe I'm wrong. I haven't actually played the game. I've just seen a lot of the cutscenes. Maybe I'm wrong, and I'm sure it's a fun game. I'm sure there's lots to enjoy about it. But for me, from what I've seen, it just kind of crosses that line from, okay, I very clearly see that this is being made so heavily for a specific target audience, and I just can't.
I
get
am not
over
the
that.
target audience,
I am
kinda
clearly
dude.
not the target. I mean, I am though. I'm a man who loves women. I
Low-key
love
Conan,
women, but something about these women, it's like I don't know, man. Something about it, it's just there's nothing real about that kind of character to me, and it just kind of it turns me off a little bit. I don't know.
I feel you. I think I'm gonna be real with you. I think ZZZ, at least when I think of Hoyo and what their intentions are with their different games, I feel like Genshin was the game that blew them up, got them on the map. HSR is the game they actually wanted to make, and ZZZ is just something else to do. And I feel like they market ZZZ characters to the fan base that's already there. I don't think they're trying to. At least maybe this is my interpretation. I don't know how many new people they're trying to grab with this because they already have their core audience. Like they got all the people that are going to be interested in their game with Genshin and HSR. So anybody who plays ZZZ is just like either a diehard Hoyo fan or they just are really interested in the game because there's like so many like layers to certain things. I can't speak on the premise of Jane Doe. She's just, I think, a character that knows how sexy she is and she just plays that to her advantage. She like does a lot of espionage. She's kind of a police officer. She works in the game's like fictional police force. And Bernice, in this case, her trailer I think was as weird as it is because she's actually, I think she's mentally deranged in the game. Like I'm pretty sure the entire trailer is actually just her coping with the fact that everything around her is burning to death and dying. Like she mentions how she's like, you got a problem? Burn it. Here's the little flames. The entire trailer is like her dancing with like monsters and stuff. Monsters don't, I obviously that's a real direct interpretation of the trailer, but like maybe the reason the monsters are dancing around her is because she's actually burning them to death. and they're all just dying. And this is just her way of like coping with the fact that everything around her is just burning. And she just burns away all her problems. Because if there's little tidbits throughout the trailer, her dancing with all the monsters, but all of her actual friends, like all the other like characters in the trailer, they're all just kind of standing there watching. Like, what the hell is she doing? You know?
Right.
So, you know, I feel like there's explanations to certain things.
That's fair.
And you kind of have to be aware of it. So I don't know how much they're marketing towards a quote unquote new audience. Because again, they're making their money. They got HSR and they got Genshin. I don't know if they're trying to like reinvent the wheel with ZZZ.
It could be potentially like trying to...
Wait, have I been drinking your water this entire time?
No.
Okay, your water's over there?
No, my water's in my room.
Okay, thank God. Because I remember you put one of those down like around here.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was empty.
It's water. Like, you know,
Okay.
I don't think it's not.
No,
a
but
big
he's been
deal.
drinking
It's
it
not a big
straight
deal,
from the bottle.
Ah.
See that? And I've been drinking this for like the past hour or so. So no, it's okay. It's fine. It's a different.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You know what it could be. I think it makes sense to sort of be something that exists to maybe retain and sort of re-excite existing fans in a way,
Yeah,
because
you know?
it's like what a lot of people might have loved about their previous games, and sort of the characters they might have found to be really alluring, and then they're kind of amping it up a little bit. So once they've already crossed the barrier into gacha games, then ZZZ kind of exists to be the next step in, I guess. So
Yeah,
once
pretty much.
once you're used to characters being sexualized a little bit, then ZZZ is like, okay, we're going to take it a step further.
Pretty much.
Which makes sense.
And but that's just my take, you know, and I feel like that a few other people share that. But at the end of the day, it's what you like, you know. Maybe you don't like your characters hypersexualized, and that's all it's about. And I completely understand. Personally, I am the target audience, and I get into that shit. So
Fair enough.
That's
I
just
can't judge
me.
you for that at all. Can't judge you for that at all. And also, I would be wrong if I said that I don't just enjoy that kind of thing in my own way. For me, I play a little bit of World of Warcraft every now and again, but that game is mostly a dress-up game to me, because the art of finding, you know, transmogs in a game where you find armor pieces that look a certain way, finding the most tastefully revealing outfit for a female character. I spend many hours doing old content trying to find the exact right outfit, and it's... Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a little embarrassing, but also I guess that's just what I enjoy about it, you know?
Yep.
Wilson, you've been very quiet. Well, what are your thoughts on this?
Hot women, people like that. Hot guys, people like that. Play a game where you get hot women or hot guys. Yeah.
Hot women, people like that. Hot men, people like
It's a
that.
jingle.
Diamond Days, people watch that.
Oh.
If you agree, if you agree, say one in chat.
Oh shit.
Bars.
He went up. He went up.
Bars on Mars.
They're all saying one.
See, that's it.
Every single chatter typed one.
That's
wow.
it.
There's not even like a 0.5 or like
Not
a 2.
even.
That's crazy.
I've created.
Oh, we got
I've-
a 10 in
I've-
chat.
I've created a movement.
we have to
Someone
we have
type
to ban
one.
them. We have to ban them.
Someone decided to be a little fucking funny, man. If someone decided to say 2, you're wrong, but you are watching this stream by joining it. You are watching by watching the stream. You are by chatting. You must be watching the stream. So you're lying.
Crazy
lying.
man.
So, instead of being a Sigma male podcast, what if one of us becomes Chris Evans? Is that his name? Chris Evans, the Hot Ones guy.
Chris Evans.
Yeah.
Oh, Sean Evans.
Sean Evans. Sorry.
Sean Evans. I was like,
Yeah,
Chris
yeah.
Evans is Thor.
Is Chris Evans is
So that's
Captain America.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Sean Evans. So, when you released your hot song with Vezalius Bandage, what does it mean by heavy lies the head? What did you mean about that?
Well, obviously it's difficult to talk about the song too much. You know, obviously December 12th, I'll be able to go in a little more detail once people have heard it. But heavy lies the head. The full saying is heavy lies the head that wears the crown. It implies that to be the goat, to be the king, to be the greatest of all time, comes not just with
ring?
from the exactly right. It comes just with great responsibility. So that's why you got to remember is that from the screen to the ring to the pen to the king. That's my crown. That's my bling. There's always drama when I ring.
Yeah, of course, another British person would make us a song about.
And
like that.
I'll say it how I see it in my heart, and then I'll find you in the stars. Whoa, whoa, whoa! This is how the story goes.
I felt that.
Right. And so, essentially, it's a saying that means, with great power great responsibility, or more accurately, with great power comes a heavy burden, comes a lot to deal with. And if anything, it is the mark of a true goat, the mark of a true leader, a king, really, is being able to process and handle the difficulty and the agony that one would feel from the pressure from the crown, and being able to sustain that. That's the mark of a true leader. You know, it's not just about getting there; it's about holding the crown. And you know, so I think that gives it. But there's a lot more to digest from the song when it comes out. Remember, guys, December 12th, Heavy Lies the Head, coming out. Niji Encounter, my song with Vezalius Bandage. It's gonna go hard. People have been looping the teaser. Apparently.
I have personally.
I've seen so many edits of the teaser. It's insane. You guys are really into it. It's really cool.
Recording that part was hard, I can say, because like something about doing the pause, you know, obviously I was like, I know that when they take my vocals for this, they're gonna like chop it up and make it sound good for this. Like they'll add the gaps where necessary. It doesn't sound nearly as cool when you say it like live, but you know, it's
yeah,
it's
of
good.
course, the magic of mixing.
We are right. But like when, you know, obviously when you blend it with the beautiful Vezalius Bandage, nothing's gonna sound bad. You know.
Fair enough.
I never thought, like, I know everyone has been saying this, but like I never thought like it's such an interesting combo, like you and Zally together.
I said the same thing. Yeah. It's like I said this on. I streamed a couple days ago, and when I said it, I kind of said the same thing. It's like when staff like let me know that I was assigned to an encounter song, and they said, "Will your song with Vezalius Band?" I was like, "Oh, Zally!" Like I would never have imagined that they would have given me Zally, but when they did, I was like, "That's cool." Like it was, you know, immediately I was like, I didn't expect that, but now that I know it's real, I'm like, actually, that's such a good idea.
Yeah,
like, they really cooked with that.
It's pretty exciting.
They had to put us together. The Niji colonizers. Made that joke 2 episodes in a row.
The whole chat was making the joke the whole time.
I know. It's crazy. It's
just how it is. I feel like you can't really avoid it. You know, I feel like it's just
you
there.
Can't, you
that
know.
Tweet did pop off.
Listen. Heavy lies the head that wears the crown. I mean, what can I say?
You know,
what can I say? You know, if I'm from the UK, I've got to just deal with getting made fun of for being British. That's just how it is. It's always been that way, and I can cope with that. You know, it's all right.
Hey, it's just a part of the game. The world history has basically just been, as per that tweet, everybody's chilling, and then a European rolls up.
Hello.
That's how life has been.
Hello, guys. How are we doing?
That is world history in a nutshell.
Oh no, the European showed up. He's gonna tell us how he doesn't need ACs.
It's not that I don't need ACs. We don't have ACs, and I want them so badly. Please, can I get some of this air conditioning, some of this really brilliant air conditioning in my country? Like, I'd like that a lot. I think that'd be pretty cool. You know.
Man.
But the thing about the UK as well is that a lot of the buildings that you stay in are what's called like listed, you know, where it's like, oh, a lot of towns in the UK are like historical, and what you might run into is like, okay, because of that, they're like on a national register, and you're not actually allowed to make any alterations to the outside of the building. And if you were to, you would need to get express permission from your local council to allow you to do that. And that includes installing air conditioning, because you would need to put like the vents on the outside.
Yeah, on the outside.
So for a lot of these houses, like installing air conditioning on your home, it's not just that it doesn't come with the house. It's not just that it's expensive. It's against the law. You're not allowed to. You know, there are a lot of new build houses where you'd be able to do that, but you know, if any house that's like more than 100 or so years old is probably going to be listed, and then, you know, you're not really able to do that.
Damn.
All the buildings are old.
Well, yeah, a
in
lot
that
of them.
continent.
Yeah,
they're all
All of
old.
it.
You guys are, man. Wow. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You'll get air conditioning one day.
It's okay.
I was gonna say you could have that thing where like there's
maybe some
like a
sunlight
pipe
one
that
day.
goes through the window, but then I was like, somebody would probably steal that.
How often do you see sunlight
Well,
when you do go outside?
when I do go outside, I mean, it's fairly sunny. It's fairly sunny in the UK. It's
Really?
not like it's not as rainy as people
As I
like
like to meme on.
People like
Okay.
people like to say that the UK is very rainy, and I think it's like, yes, it does rain there a decent amount, but I don't think it rains more in the UK than it does anywhere else in the world. I think, I guess, other than, you know, places where it just doesn't rain at all.
Yeah.
It's like rains a normal amount. But yeah, during the summer, the UK gets very warm. And then in the winter, it gets pretty cold. You know, it's not like Washington D.C. right by the ocean in the middle of December cold.
Oh,
but
Lord.
It's pretty cold. You know, and it's not like Mexico hot, but it's pretty hot, especially for someone for the UK. You know, with no air conditioning. You know, reaches like, I think last a couple of years ago we had a heat wave. It hit 40 degrees Celsius. 40 degrees Celsius with no air conditioning.
That is insane.
Is that like 80 something?
I believe that
okay,
was...
really pull that shit up.
I believe that was...
I think that's like 88 Fahrenheit.
That was the hottest day in recorded history for the UK.
That is 104 Fahrenheit.
Oh, yeah.
With no AC.
Good Lord. Holy shit.
With no AC. So yeah, that was ridiculous. I remember that day. I opened all my curtains were shut at that point, and I wanted to go check. I was like, I wonder what it's like outside today, because I hadn't seen the news about how hot it was. And I opened the door to my balcony. I was like, I wonder what it's gonna be like. I creak open the door. It felt like an oven. Literally, when you open the oven and the heat hits you in the face, it literally felt. I was like, oh, and the sky was. It was like that one picture of New York. It was like the sky was red. At least it looked red. It was like orange.
Oh my God.
You know, it was that hot. I mean, maybe I'm just remembering it poorly, but it felt like I could see the heat. It was like, you know, red, orange kind of thing. It was ridiculous.
Man, God damn. I mean,
I could never.
I mean, hey, on the topic of sun, have you guys taken the Hikikomori test?
I've not actually.
No.
You guys should take it.
On stream?
Should we do it now?
On
You guys should
stream?
take it. I've taken it already. I actually haven't posted my score because I wasn't sure
I'm gonna do it now.
like what to. I guess I'll just post my score.
Mori test?
I actually got pretty low, believe it or not. I know some of you guys are gonna be like, oh, no way. It's actually impressive.
Is this the right one?
Yes, are you Hikikomori? That should
Oh,
be it.
I wish we could like show it on stream, but I don't think we can.
Yeah. I stay away from other people. I mean, I used to, but not anymore. Like, I want to be.
For me, I think I'm neutral.
I
on
want to be around people. I'll
Like, what
say,
do you mean
like,
by from other people? Like, if it's your friends, then no. But if
Yeah.
it's like strangers, then yeah, I would stay
I
away.
stay away from people. I don't stay away from people a lot, but like there's also a little bit of anxiety. Sometimes I spend most of my time at home. This is true, but it's not like, you know, but I like to go out. There is really not anyone with whom I can discuss matters of importance.
See, that's the one that got me. Dude, when I took the test, that was the thing that got me the most. Especially once you see the results of like most people in the world, it's incredibly sad.
Oh,
I think I saw something like the metric was, because I said like no, obviously, like I completely disagreed with that. I was like, I definitely have people to confide in. I think 2% of people chose the same option as me. I was like, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
I was like, that's terrible. I was like, that's why everyone's so fucking depressed.
You need better friends.
No one goes outside.
That you genuinely trust.
And no one has any friends that they actually can like truly confide in. That's incredibly sad.
I shut myself in my room. I don't really.
I
do spend a ton of time at home in my room, but this is purely because I like being around people, but I also like playing video games. So
Yeah.
I do, but
Unfortunate-
it's not like I'm being anti-so. I mean, I guess I'll put like a little bit for that. People bother me. I mean, some of them.
I love me too.
I like people.
You're gonna be a little bit pissed. I'm not gonna lie, because they really take prefer seriously. Preference implies like.
I see, I see.
Like it doesn't mean like, oh yeah, I prefer, but I don't have any problem with going out. They don't take that into consideration.
Okay.
The test is like your preference. Oh, you're cooked.
There are people in my life who try to understand me. Yeah.
I would say yeah.
I feel uncomfortable around other people. Disagree. I feel happy around other people. I spend most of my time alone. This is true. I do, but you know, I like being around people. I can share my personal.
I do.
Thoughts.
We do spend most of our time alone, but we're like
Yeah.
So I would say like kind of agree with.
Also, remember to pay attention that the test asks you this month.
Oh, it's this month?
This month. That's what it's asking you in the past month. So don't forget that. It's not just
Okay.
asking for your life. It's asking for this month in particular.
Okay. This month. I mean, this month I've been seeing you guys a lot, but normally no. I mean, I rarely meet people in person. It's kind of true.
Exactly,
You know, I don't really see people that much at all.
And I was the same, so my score was probably a bit higher than it normally would be.
It's hard for me to join in on groups. I kind of feel this sometimes. You know, it's like I never feel like I never want to feel like I'm inserting myself. You know, unless in a different
Like joining
context,
groups.
that may
Yeah.
be true. But I think inserting myself into a group,
If it's
certainly.
strangers.
If it's or even friends who may be close with each other but not as close with me, I'd be like, I kind of don't want to just jump in and be like, hey guys, you know. So
Fair enough.
I'd say I agree with that a little bit.
Honestly, when I went to the first party I think I'd been to in years, I kind of like had to force myself to learn that because I didn't want to be that wallflower that's just kind of chilling in the corner. So I like forced myself to insert myself into groups.
Right.
And I think that was one of the best experiences I've ever had
Kind
in
of
my
force
life.
yourself. Yeah, that's a good
I'd
idea.
actually force myself to talk to people. Like I was a social butterfly in that party. I was impressed with
That's
myself.
a good idea, man.
I was like, holy shit. I was like,
do
I did
not
it.
We got the Sigma male question here. I do not live by society's rules and values.
That was an interesting one. And I was like, this feels like a very edgy question.
I just say disagree. I think you know, a decent amount. I would say at the very least, etiquette I think is fairly sound. You know, just
Yeah.
being polite and kind to people I think is pretty normal. If you say no, I don't bow to society's rules. I'm a fucking asshole to everyone around
You
me.
know, or like I don't go outside like as much as I'm supposed to. Like I feel like that implies so much about you if you genuinely answer that question with no, I don't follow society's rules. Like I feel like if you answer anything but like disagree or strongly disagree with that question, I'm just probably gonna assume that you're like a 13-year-old that watches a lot of anime, and specifically a lot of like power fantasy anime. Like I'll assume that you just finished fucking Eminence and Shadow. You're just like, yeah, I don't live by society's rules.
Oh, I got my score.
Okay, hold on. I've almost got mine.
Okay.
I can tell you guys what I got.
I spend very little time interacting with other people. I guess I slightly disagree. It's like a lot of the time I spend alone, but you know, I can interact with you guys online the rest of the time. Strongly prefer to be around other people. That is true. Okay, submit. My age. Do you reckon they're gonna take like 400 something?
I think it's for like research purposes, but I think you can skip it.
Yeah, you can skip it. You don't have to
I'm a
include it.
bloke. I'm from the UK. I'm a 480 something male from the UK. I was born. All right, they don't have my place of birth on here. I'm just gonna go. Prefer not to say.
It's the highest possible score, 100. I
Choose
believe
how
so.
often you
Yeah, I
go
think
out on
so.
a daily basis.
42 is the cutoff.
Somewhat
Apparently, 42 is when the test says you should seek professional help.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
I acknowledge it's been validated,
Wait.
self-administered.
What number should you seek professional help?
42. 42 is when you should seek
Like an
professional help.
under or above?
Above. It literally
Oh.
says it. It says lower is better.
Uh-oh, Willie. Uh-oh.
Is it bad?
I think that, that's slightly above the mark. But remember, your career affects that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
remember our career means staying in your room for a long time. I'm sure that, like, Willie, you are a very social person. And
Yeah.
you're very easy to talk to. So I really don't think that you personally should worry about this because we do have special circumstances.
Yeah, you don't
Should I say
take
what I
this
got?
test seriously.
Even though you're
it's just
inside,
fun, you know?
you are interacting with people a lot, and you're one of the more social people in Ian, I think.
You think so?
I don't think you have to worry.
Okay, I'll say what I got. I got a 44, chat.
Just right there.
Yeah.
I got mine is good. I got a 23.
I got a 25.
Nice.
Okay, so
dude,
yeah.
well done.
Remember, I was taking into account this month. I was not answering for my entire life.
Yeah, I was entering for
I was-
entering for like my whole life basically.
And that's pretty good, honestly, for your entire
Yeah.
life, if we're being real. I would probably get a much higher score if I was going for over my entire life. Because, yeah, I definitely prefer not to go out. I prefer not to talk to people.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to lie to you, because it's you guys. Like genuinely, if I lived in Japan and we all kind of did, my score would stay below 30. Like,
Oh, mine too.
probably my entire
Mine
life.
too. Yeah, if everybody lived in close proximity, I think I'd be going out to see everyone like every night.
Yeah, like genuinely.
I'd be seeing people all the time. It's just I don't really have much of an active. I guess I kind of go outside as a means of like forcing myself to get fresh air and forcing myself to get exercise, but I don't really go out for any real reason. There's nothing for me to do outside apart from maybe go to a restaurant or something like that. Like I don't really see anybody. So, having, I have some friends, but I don't see them often enough for it to really be like an active social life.
Yeah, me too.
It's like once every few weeks or so I might get to see people, but then people are always like, dropping out, canceling, whatever it
Yeah,
is. And
it's
it's
always
just
inconvenient.
it's not really sustainable, especially considering most of the people I know are people who have like a 9-to-5, and so they have a commute and they have coworkers that they see and they can interact with, and it's not always perfect, but they're people, whereas we you know, we can spend. I mean, there was a time, you know, last year where I was working on my film, literally did not go outside once for an entire week because I can order my groceries, I can order food, you know, straight to my apartment, so I don't have to worry about that at all. And
I think we have a surprise for you guys, actually.
Wait, what?
What the fuck?
I think we have a surprise for everyone.
Wait. Is it what I think it is?
Everyone, I think he's
Wait, hold
I
on.
think he's ordered something. I think he's ordered something online. And
No,
there's
no,
a
no, no.
package in the mail.
Oh my god!
There's a package in the mail, guys. I
God,
think he's
we have a
gonna go
special
get it.
guest.
There's
I
a
think
special guest. Did he get like a plushie or something in the mail, or what is it?
you got a puppy.
You got a puppy in the mail.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah.
cute. Okay.
Real. No fucking way.
Yeah. Hey guys, my name is Hikikomori.
But Vox, we made the joke yesterday that every episode there'd be someone added.
Well, yeah, we added you today, buddy. Right?
Yeah, but you'll see.
What am I gonna see? I can see perfectly fine right now. You know, if they had an eye test on there.
That's true.
You know, I did an eye test recently, and the optician kept saying to me, "You have perfect eyesight," and I was like, "Yeah, I do." I was like,
Yeah,
"Yeah,
I
I
do."
do." I was like, "Thank you." Twirl's hair. Thank you. I was like, "Yeah, I'm
Would
really
you
good, aren't I?"
would you ever wear like colored contacts? Wait. Oh my god, I think we have two guests.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Jesus Christ. Wait, they have to know that we're live though.
Okay. Guys,
We're live! We're streaming!
we're streaming.
Okay.
Just wanted to triple confirm.
Yeah, just to make sure.
I told him, don't worry. I told him.
I was wondering who that was. What the hell?
What the hell? Welcome,
Guys.
welcome to the podcast.
Guys,
I'm here, fish.
a fish and a guy with a big hand just broke into our place of living. I'm so scared and terrified right now. Oh,
the
that's gonna be loud as hell in there, right? What the hell?
We're podcast maxing right now, so I'm holding my microphone.
Yeah.
It's been there for days. Let me move that
Oh, you guys are streaming.
Yeah, we're having a
doing
bro
we're doing our morning
podcast.
show right now. That is 10 British pounds? Yeah, I took it. I'm sorry. I've been leaving my shit all over the place. Yeah, no, our currency's nice. It's like kind of film, so you can't you can't tear that.
It is nice,
That's
right?
what it's for. It's like you're not gonna want
I
to
love
accidentally
it.
rip your money.
Yeah, sit down. Sit down.
We're chilling.
This podcast is
Should
expanded.
I just pull up like I'm just gonna pull up PNG, I think.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, yeah.
I already have one for Claude. It's
Shit.
perfect.
Wait, why are they saying save us?
Why?
Save us.
From what?
Finally, a woman? Wow. This is ridiculous.
The locker room talk has gotten too intense.
We were talking about our Hikikomori scores. You guys taking that test?
No, but I'm scared because mine is probably. Wait, is it bad if it's low or high?
It's good. Low is good. The
Lower's
higher
better.
the score, the higher the danger you're in of
Oh
becoming
my
a hikikomori.
god, Claude, you're so big!
I think I'm pretty high.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome. The working out has been paying off. Holy shit, I can't shrink you down. It's gonna take forever. Yeah, we've been talking about a lot of stuff today. A lot. Out of Sigma grind set.
We talked about Mike Tyson, Jake Paul. We
Yeah.
talked about we talked about Hikikomori scores, whole load of different stuff.
Talked about what is it? Hoyo games for a bit.
Yeah.
We went over the whole 9, honestly.
Oh.
Let me and we also I'm gonna do this again because this is generational comedy. I played some of my sleep talking audio from last night.
Oh, yeah,
So
please,
fun
please.
this whole
Last
time.
night?
Last night.
Yes,
Literally
please
fresh
listen.
off the presses,
Okay.
right? Right. Listen to this shit. This is ridiculous. Okay, chat. This is for anyone who wasn't here at the beginning. I'm gonna play it again. Listen to this.
Ongoing, few ever come out.
And then, so I've given this dramatic intro, and then.
Welcome, I need to see your balls.
I need to see your ball.
I was at 2:08 a.m. this morning. I woke up in the middle of the night, and then after I say balls, listen. I don't don't get it, man. I don't get how my neurons fire in a way to make me. I talked about balls the night before in my sleep as well. It's like 2 nights in a row I've said the word balls.
Mm-hmm.
Chad, is there a command to like shrink?
You can do fit to screen.
Things on-
Right click fit to screen.
Control F.
Oh wait, really?
Isn't that fun?
Control F?
Oh, wow.
You are so. I fucking love
I
you.
didn't
Oh my
even
god,
know.
I love you so
I
much.
didn't even know.
I
that
didn't
was
even
a
know that
hot-
was a thing.
I knew about fit to screen. I didn't know it was a hotkey for it though.
Oh my god,
It probably says the hotkey
you are
right
so
on it.
awesome.
Look.
Are you for real?
I'm gonna use that forever. Thank you so much.
You've been a member of Niji for how long? Almost like 3.5 years, almost 4 years.
Yeah.
And you never knew about that?
Nope.
Wow. Well, there you go. But you learn something new every day. Just thinking about all the hours
That's
lost.
crazy.
Tech support box?
Willie brought it up. Like, wait, no, Claude was the one who
Oh,
came
wait.
with the control F. I was just there, like, yeah, I agree with him. Just giving me the credit. What the fuck?
That
Oh,
is
God, I
so
really need
good.
some water. I'm getting thirsty. I'm gonna leave you guys to it for a second.
We went over a little bit on the hour, but we're balling.
Mm-hmm.
Is it meant to be like an hour show?
Yeah.
Low key, it's like the goal.
We could make it 2 hours.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but we're chilling.
The tap water's gonna be safe drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'd say it's, I mean, in space, it's pretty safe in space. You know, 'cause they bring like the special mineral water in space. We're not.
You guys want some water? I don't know. There's a little bit left. But...
I'm okay.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Why am I so tall?
No, you're on the chair.
She's standing on a box.
Yeah, you're
She's
sitting on
she's
something.
Like Gimli.
Uh huh. So to make sure that we can actually see you, because
Oh.
you're too short. So
Oh.
there you go. That's better.
Okay, maybe I should stay that way.
You're just like sitting on Vox and Wilson's shoulders.
Yep.
Aww.
Although
Yeah, that's
that height difference between Vox and
that's
Wilson's
fine.
gonna
So
prevent
we're so right now Wilson and I are like struggling, you know, making sure that we can hold up like this person while we're just sat trying to do this podcast, and the whole time there's a person on our shoulders. That's I mean, it's a good workout. That we were talking about Sigma maxing. We were talking about Sigma workout
Yeah.
early morning rising grind CEO maxing earlier. So I feel like
And
that's
that just said the craziest thing
kinda-
earlier.
it's
That
part of the
honestly,
grind, you know?
honestly, this podcast is probably only going to be 2 episodes long because of what you said earlier. But that's fine.
God,
I love pulling up and getting like the full TLDR earlier.
oh my God.
I get the full chat summary.
yeah.
But can you repeat what you said earlier without
Okay,
context?
What are you trying?
No, I mean,
Actually, give
Okay,
me
okay,
context.
wait, so it's with context, what's without?
Okay, so basically, Wilson said that what he does to Sigma grind, Sigma max, is that he just spends time around a lot of big, burly, strong men.
No women.
He sleeps in the same bed as them
Yeah.
because it helps keep everything pure, and he constantly feels like, you know, he's in competition with them. So it's like it makes him elevate so that he's,
Yeah.
you know, he retains his manhood, he retains his testosterone. So I said, instead of using other men and raising myself up that way, I put down women.
Are you?
And for context, before he said that, he went on like a 10-minute long diatribe of guys, I can't say this. No. And then Wilson.
Oh, okay, that's
And we reached our hand down his throat and we pulled it out because we needed to know what it was. And to be honest, his delivery the first time was the funniest shit ever. So I feel like it flies.
I just love how it's infinitely funnier that you chose the word specifically to say using men.
Hey, I mean that's effectively what's happening, you know?
Incredible choice of words.
He's using men.
Exactly. Really, chat, if you want to be on that ultimate Sigma grind set, if you want to be the ultimate CEO pilled Tate Max individual, you need
Tate
to
Max.
use everyone around you and just destroy your relationships as quickly as possible, because really
People are a stepping
empathy
stool.
and kindness will make you weak as a man, and you should not be doing that with anybody. Ultimately, I mean, why would you even ask that question? What, giving something to another person, that just decreases your net worth. Okay?
Exactly. Like, have you guys seen Classroom of the Elite? There's the main character, Ayano Koji Kiyotaka. Dude, I'm gonna be honest, he's just a fucking sociopath. That's his superpower.
I mean, that's the whole point of the show. Like,
Yeah, he's a sociopath. Like that's the whole thing. Be like Ayano Koji Kiyotaka.
Is
Simple
that-
as that.
is that
How do you-
Be a
The-
sociopath.
Yeah, be a
wait.
sociopath.
Is
No
that-
empathy. Don't give a fuck about anybody else.
Is that the one with like the One Piece scene?
What?
What?
No,
like with the
no,
old
no.
man. Okay, no, it's another anime.
No.
Dun, dun, dun.
We know what I'm talking about though. What?
You gonna ask me about a show having a One Piece scene, but you don't recognize the jingle?
I'm thinking about another show,
No,
right?
that's Inuyashiki, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where he's like,
Ooh.
oh, what's your favorite One Piece character? And she's like, Zoro and Sanji. And he's like, oh, that's cool. Why are you crying? I asked you about One Piece. You just fucking murdered an entire family or some shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that show.
Yeah.
Yo, what Classroom of the Elite, brother?
No, I don't know. I forgot the name of
different
it.
show.
Like-
Entirely different subject.
Like, how would that title even lead you to that?
I don't know.
You were thinking about that fucking show. That's what it was. He was like, "Is that the show I was thinking of?" No, it was not.
He was
Oh,
suddenly
God.
just reminded of this thing, and he was like, "Oh, I need to segue into this one specific thing that I want to
It's
talk
so
about by
funny.
any
I'm
means
sorry.
necessary."
It's
The show is so weird. Isn't that the one where like an alien crash lands on the planet and then he gives two people superpowers, an old man and a boy?
Yes.
And then the
Yes.
boy like
The boy becomes
like
insane.
a psychopath,
Yes.
and then the old man becomes like a hero.
Yes.
And it's fucking hilarious. Or no, he kills both of them. That's what it does. And then he replaces. He like refixes their bodies, and
Yes,
they
yes.
get superpowers. That's what it is. That show's weird as hell.
It sounds kind of cool, actually. I want to check that out.
It's pretty neat.
Yeah.
You know, it's literally like two very different personalities get like godlike abilities.
Yeah.
One of them decides to just start going on a rampage, and the other one is like, I'm an old man.
Yeah, I mean, because the other thing being was like the show is built on the fact that like the old man, like the whole first episode is basically focused on how he can't do anything anymore, or like physically he's struggling to do like normal everyday things, and then the kid is just a fucking idiot. And, but like he's a kid who doesn't understand the gravity of literally killing a person, basically.
That's hilarious. I mean, yeah, it's like, so really, what we need to understand is that you are elevating your ability to increase your net worth if you are a sociopath. So, if you're locked in from day one, and by day one I mean from birth, what you need to do is, be seeking out that bag from the moment you can take your first step. Find a way to traumatize yourself. Find a way to expose yourself to something that will annihilate your brain's development.
Put you in
so
survival
much
instincts.
that you can never feel empathy again.
Are you
if
saying,
you're not
like-
capable of doing that, you will never live up to your potential.
Are you saying
as a
that?
grinder.
Are you saying that we need to be in survival instincts mode 24/7 to be the best of ourselves?
I'm not saying that. You need to specifically traumatize yourself in such a way that turns you into a sociopath. And if you traumatize yourself in such a way that turns you into something else and gives you some other condition, then sorry, I mean
Skill
low diff, exactly. Sorry, bro.
Honestly, just get better. Just get better. Honestly,
Just get better. Try again next time. Keep gaining new conditions until you get the right one, and then just lock in and burn past all the ones that slow you down.
yeah. Or be like Ayano Koji Kiyotaka and be born into the White Room. Now I know what you're thinking. The White Room doesn't exist, and also Ayano Koji is fictional, but that was kind of your fault for not being born into that universe.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
you know who else is fictional? Patrick Bateman. But we can still take inspiration from our goat every single day. Right?
You are spitting today. Box.
I was trying to think of a line that he says, but there are so many, and I'm just kind of getting confused. Word vomit now.
Hawk Twa, spit on that thing.
He does say that.
He does say that.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he would say that.
Yeah, he would say that.
I can't believe he prefers Van Petten's Hawk Tour to mine.
What?
That was a good impression, actually.
Yeah, no, I mean, I really enjoyed that film. It's very funny.
Apparently, like, wait, can I? It's not really spoiling, is it? I'm trying to think. I don't think it's. Everyone.
You guys seen American Psycho?
No, I've never seen
No.
it.
I think
Okay.
any piece of media that is over at least a year old is free reign to talk about.
Okay, so it's like 24 years old. I
Yeah,
think.
so
Yeah,
like,
it came out
I
like-
think
yeah,
at
like
this point in time, if you
2000.
have not seen it, then
It's your fault.
Yeah, that is your
Unless
fault.
you're planning to watch.
That's a conscious effort.
Yeah.
It's a good movie though. But this is not explicitly
Unless you're
spoiling,
5
but
years old.
there's a. Did you know, like, I'm gonna be a fucking annoying ass, like, fucking movie buff. Apparently, like, for the Willem Dafoe, like, scenes, they filmed 3 scenes each time he's on. Like, they filmed it 3 times each time he's on scene. One where he's convinced that Patrick is the killer. One where he's not sure, and one where he's like completely like, I don't know. And they meshed all 3 together for each scene to make it that you're not sure what he's thinking.
I really like that
kinda
because
cool.
it also plays into the fact that you don't really know how reliable of a narrator Patrick Bateman is and how much he's lying, you know, and how much he's like, is he actually a crazy killer who's gotten away with it this whole time, or is he just a weird guy who just draws his notebook? He's like, I'm gonna kill this guy, but really he's just lame and doesn't really know what he's doing, you know. And
That
he's,
is
crazy.
a possibility.
you know, and it is also extremely hilarious to me that so many men who, you know, who are not very nice to the women in their lives idolize Patrick Bateman when American Psycho was directed by a woman.
Yep.
Oh.
People forget that
A
sometimes.
lot of people forget that.
Yeah.
A lot of people forget that. It was like Christian Bale's breakout role as well. And he was.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure. Like, I think the movie was gonna get a decent budget, and then the director said she wanted to cast Christian Bale, and they said no, he's a nobody. You can't do that. We will take the budget away from this if you do, but we need a star. And she was like, no, he's perfect for it. And eventually she fought, and they got him in. And it was like, I mean, I cannot imagine anyone else playing that character.
Right?
He did. He is so funny. He is so brilliant as that character.
Yeah, so
I
many
need-
iconic moments. Memes that would be made into memes years later, but God, it's just truly iconic how good it is.
What does he say again? I need to give back some
it's
videotapes.
I need to return some videotapes.
That's it. I need
There's
to
a
return some
there's a
videotapes.
great meme of that I think that I showed Sonny a little like a good while ago, and that he fucking lost his mind at, which is like a really low bitrate image of like when he says that line in the restaurant. He's like, I need to return some videotapes, but it's just giant impact font. I have to kill myself. It's just this dead serious face. Where are you going?
Oh my
Jesus.
god.
All right, guys. I mean, we've gone well over the original hour right now, and you know,
Hmm.
you guys just got here, so I feel like,
I'm hungry.
yeah, we're hungry. We might need to go out and get some food. But
Let's
guys,
go get some food, yeah.
I'm gonna grab the mic again. Hope you guys enjoyed this surprise appearance from our two surprise guests today, and from our brand new member, YuQWilson. We've had a wonderful time today. So whether you're on your way to work or to school this morning, hopefully you've arrived long since we started this. It's been gone over. But if you haven't yet, hopefully you find your way. Then you have a wonderful day. Thanks for everyone on Diamond Days episode 2. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye, guys.
And bye bye,
Thank you.
everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye 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 bye.